Controversial opinion, Matthew Phillips for Hart Trophy. Also, Matthew Phillips for Calder Trophy. Also, Matthew Phillips for Lady Bing. This guy's played 60 games, not a single penalty minute. The most gentlemanly player in the league. Look at that face. This guy can never hurt a fly. Woo! What is going on, everybody, and welcome back once again to your Buffalo Sabres Cup for Jack mini 5-year franchise mode with the Buffalo Sabres, and we're looking good. We are looking good, but we are going to make a line change, and I'm starting here on the edit lines for a reason, because I think we're going to keep Vitaly Kravtsov on the first line. Last year in the playoffs, Dylan Cozens was a monster. We know this. He was a beast. He turned it on in the postseason and was a big reason to why we were one game away. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about it. Not even going to talk about it, but he played 24 games in the postseason, 18 points, 9 and 9. He was awesome for us, but this year he's kind of slowed down. He's at 38 points in 60 games, maybe a little bit of that sophomore slump, so I'm going to put Dylan Cozens back on the third line. He's still going to get power play time. Dylan G says keep Cozens on the third line for now. He's listed as a third liner, so giving him way more minutes than he's already ready for can possibly stunt his growth. Keeping him on the third line until the playoffs could possibly get him ready for top 6 minutes, and playoffs is where Dylan Cozens, he seems to shine. So I'm totally cool with having a Dylan Cozens here with Matthew Phillips and Isaac Lundstrom. Yes, we'll talk about that in a minute. We got some Isaac Lundstrom love in the comments here. I'd love to see Lundstrom getting some time on the second line. Maybe you could trade Kubalik. Ooh, that's a hot take. I don't want to trade Kubalik, but I see what you guys are saying. Move Lundstrom up. Everyone wants to see Isaac Lundstrom play. If not the top 6, then at least the top 9. So we are going to sacrifice the +3 that we get with Alex Formenton. We're going to put Isaac Lundstrom on this line, and I mean, yes, sacrificing chemistry isn't great. If we really start to struggle and it really doesn't do much for us, I'll go ahead and put it back to the way it was. He's actually got a decent amount of points, all things considered. He's been on the 4th line basically the entire year. So we're going to give Isaac Lundstrom some love. And I know the old thing, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We are killing it right now, so why am I making some line changes? We're in a position where we can afford to lose a couple of games. You know, if we don't wipe the floor with every single team, it's not going to be the end of the world. We're going to be a playoff team. We're first in the Atlantic, 83 points. We are 4th, I guess, in the NHL, behind the Jets, tied with the Sharks. So I guess 3rd, technically. It was a 3-way tie for 3rd place. So, I mean, we're still a top-tier team regardless, but we're going to make just some little tiny line tweaks here. Now, in the last episode, I mentioned that we don't have a player with a Stanley Cup, and apparently Madison Bowey is the most popular man in the entire world. There was so many people saying, does Madison Bowey mean nothing to you? Put some respect on his name. Obviously, he did win the Stanley Cup with the Washington Capitals in 2018. Did he even play in the I guess he didn't even play in the playoffs, so did he even win a cup? Is he a Stanley Cup champion? Or maybe this is just glitched, but yeah, okay, so maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but there was some big time Madison Bowey love in the comments. Now, talking about the Stanley Cup and how we don't have anyone on our team that has said Stanley Cup ring, it's not the worst idea to maybe go after a veteran here, because we have a pretty young team. Hall and Eichel are kind of Hall and Eichel are really the oldest players on the entire squad. Everyone else is like 25, 26, 27, Dominic Kubalik. But we have a pretty young team, an inexperienced team. I mentioned in the last video that maybe I want to get a player that has a Stanley Cup ring. Brendan Barenfeld in the comments says, you could make a move to improve your bottom D pair. But aside from that, I really don't think it's necessary to make a move right now. And I agree with you. I really don't think we should make a move. However, I will entertain any offers that come our way, but we are poised for another long playoff run here. Now let's go ahead, slow sim one last game before we head in to the trade deadline. Again, I'm going to entertain offers. We'll see what's around the league, but I'm not actively shopping anyone. If there's a trade that comes our way that I can't really refuse, we'll have to look at it, obviously. But let's go. First period up against Florida. We've beat them in the postseason twice already. Period number 1. And it's 2-0. Brady Keeper and Nick Bjugstad score on Elvis. Okay, 2 goals and 11 shots. Period number 2. 3-0. Okay, Patrick freaking Hornquist, the 4-goal man. We are just running into a red-hot Sergei Bobrovsky. Look at the shots right now. 40 shots, over 40. Oh my goodness, Sergei Bobrovsky, have yourself a night. We're going to have 50 shots in regulation. Oh my god, Dominic Kubalik finally scores. Hall scores on the 50th. Oh my god, Casey Middlestad scores. We have goals. Boom, boom, boom. 3. Oh my god, Thomas Tatar almost ruined it. 51-27 are the shots. We were able to beat Sergei Bobrovsky for like a minute and a half, but then the other 58.5 minutes, it was just a brick wall. 54 shots. The guy made 51 saves in regulation. Honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. Now, there is a comment here from Troy. He says, go after Patty Maroon if he hasn't retired or if he's not like under a 78. He's won a few Stanley Cups. I'm a big Patty Maroon fan. Chubby but effective. Let's see what's up with Patrick Maroon here. I mean, he's probably high 70s. I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to be worth it, but let's have a look here. Maybe he's retired. I don't know. We are 3 years in. Patrick Maroon is a member of the Tampa Bay Lightning, and he's exactly 78 overall. Okay, so he's in the AHL. Yeah, there's no way he's putting up these numbers in the NHL. No way. 53 points in 54 games. I mean, I like Patty Maroon. I don't dislike him. He would fit on our forward line too, so I don't think he would fit really. I'm not sure he would be a great fit on our team. 34 years old, kind of one last kick at the can. I assume Tampa's a pretty good team. Where would he fit? Like, could we even put him on the fourth line? I don't really want to trade Maxime Comtois in exchange for, Patrick Maroon, so we're going to hold off on that. Again, I'm really happy with how the team looks. Like, this is kind of like the perfect team. We just need to win. We have the goalie, we have the defense, we really have it all. I see what you're saying though. That's kind of the player that I want to go after, a veteran that has some Stanley Cup playoff experience. We're going to be a conservative buyer here at the trade deadline. Again, if any offers come our way, I will entertain them. Players on the block. Ooh, Alex Barkov, Jonathan Toews, Mark Giordano, OEL, Claude Giroux. This could be our chance to get Claude Giroux. Oh man, what would be a trade for Claude Giroux here? Like Jude Lawton, who was our first round pick a few years ago, a third, and Madison Bowley. Like, we could get him for basically nothing. I would love to get Claude Giroux. Honestly, I'd absolutely love to get Claude Giroux. Does he even fit on our team? The Bruins trade Adam Larson for Taylor Hall? No, for a second and a prospect. Okay, look at their player card from this screen. I don't think so. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Let's go to Vancouver and let's just see, okay? Let's get Giroux a ring. Maybe. But my plan for next year is to bring in some veterans if we can't do it this year. Claude Giroux, all right? They want to get rid of him. He is really, really good. He would fit on our forward line too. Like, I feel like we're just making a trade just to make a trade. I mean, he's still really, really good. He's still a definite top 6 forward in the NHL, but there's a good chance Claude Giroux is going to go to free agency next year. There's a really good chance. I can't see him re-upping in Vancouver. They're not a good team, as you can see, so again, I think we should wait. I know people want to see trades, and trust me, I like making moves as well. Tampa, they made a move. They trade Tyler Johnson. Finally, he gets out of there for Jason Spezza, a third, and Derek Forbort. That's an interesting move. The 117-year-old Jason Spezza, okay. But my plan for year 4 and year 5 is bring in the vets, because we haven't been able to do it with the young kids right now. So I'm going to bet that Claude Giroux goes to free agency, and then we revisit that next year. So again, we're just going to hang out here in the trade deadline. Any offers come our way, I will definitely have a look at it. Ryan Strome, he goes to the Wild for Matt Dumba. So the Wild are making some moves. Again, if anything pops up, I'll let you guys know, but I'm kind of chilling right now. The Sabres trade Tolvanen for a bunch of picks. Wow. 2 firsts and a prospect. Tolvanen, damn. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to... Oh my god, look at Matthew Phillips' trade value. That's ridiculous. This game is so broken. It's so damn broken. Still hasn't taken a penalty, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and see what some offers are for some of our guys, just for fun. If there's any that I think make sense, we'll have a look at it. But really, I'm not trying to do much. We can get Ekman Larson for Casey Middlestat. No. It's kind of funny to see, like, teams are offering 2 first-round picks, 2 firsts and prospects, and then the New York Islanders offer Brad Hunt and a second. It's kind of weird. Nick Ritchie and a third. I'd much rather 2 firsts. Like, if I was really trying to cheese the system, I could trade Matthew Phillips for a king's ransom. I can get Colton Parayko. I could get 2 firsts for Matthew Phillips, a guy who wasn't even on our radar, just happened to make the 4th line and he gets hot, and all of a sudden teams are offering 2 firsts. Oh my god. Again, if I was really trying to cheese the system, it's something I would do, but I'm not. I don't want to do that. I do, but I don't. All right, so we are going to make a move here. We are going to send long... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Sean Corrali, so our 4th liner, and a couple of picks in exchange for, I guess, a prospect and picks. Pinelli. Spinelli. If you get the reference, let me know in the comments. Former first rounder, 19 years old. I mean, again, you got to think of this as this is not a long-term franchise mode. There's no way I reject this deal any other time. This is a first rounder, 68 overall, 19 years old. Of course I'm going to accept this, but not in this particular situation. So we are going to say no to this. I like Sean Corrali. He's good on our 4th line. This guy's not going to see any NHL time in the next 2 years, so we're going to say no. Anyways, now I got to go back to what I was going to do. We're going to send Zygmunt Girgensons, a player who's been a long-time Buffalo Sabre and someone who unfortunately is just riding the pine, really not doing a whole lot. So we are going to send him to the Washington Capitals. They have a very similar record to us. We're going to see if we can get a second, which I know is a lot, but they want to give the second up, and they actually want Girgensons. And then we're going to take, I guess, a cap hit of 2.6 Carl Hagelin only for 1 more year. Hagelin's not going to do anything for us. They get a good 4th line center. Our records are basically identical. Good luck in Washington. Just kidding. Trade rejected because I have to put someone on waivers. That's annoying. Okay, what about if we do this with the Winnipeg Jets? I really don't care what I get back. Trade accepted. There you go. I had to retain some cap, but it's really only for this year, so I'm not really worried about it. I don't think we're going to do much. I know people are going to want me to get Claude Giroux, but we have our top 6 in place. If we needed a top 6 player, absolutely, Claude Giroux would be a guy I would think of, but I'm betting he goes to free agency next year, and I'm betting that we can sign him if we need to for a nice bottom 6 score. So that's going to be it for the trade deadline. Nothing crazy, no big moves. We're not going to do anything. We moved Zygmunt Girgensons, longtime Buffalo Sabre, I'm sorry. Carson Soucy, he's making $2.7 million, 76 overall. No thank you, don't need him in my life, absolutely not. It's not going to show you any of the big trades because nothing really happened. All we need to do is get a bunch of simulation done, so let's keep it going here. Let's get the year done, and then we'll see who we have in round number 1 of the playoffs. So do we have any slow sim games we can check out here? Of course we do. We have the Ottawa Senators, and then that's basically going to be the year. So we'll slow it down a little bit. We'll see if we have any other ones. We'll go say what's up to the Arizona Coyotes and Taylor Hall's old team. 3-0 shutout after peppering Sergei Bobrovsky with 54 shots, and then we get our revenge there with a nice 3-1 win up against the Coyotes, and they are struggle city, 21-38, period number 1. 1-0, Vitaly Kravtsov. Hold on, wait a minute. First liner, Vitaly Kravtsov, period number 2. All right, 2-1, Isaac Lundstrom. Wait a minute. Third liner, Isaac Lundstrom. Going into the third, they only have 11 shots through 40 minutes. Oh my God. How are you not winning 11-1 right now? This team is bad. Taylor Hall is happy he is out of the desert, and Dominic Kubalik scores on David Riddick. Big save, Dave. Not today. 45-14 other shots. Christian Fischer, I swear to God, if they tie this hockey game up. I swear to God. Another night where we close in on 50 shots, and there you go, 48. We just love to shoot the puck. We are going to say what's up to Jeff Skinner in Boston. We got a couple days off here up against the Kings. I say we end the year with 53 wins. How many games we got left? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I can say we can win 10 out of our next 15. I'd say we get 55 wins. That's what I'm betting. 55 wins for the Buffalo Sabres. Our first year, we had 57. So if we could break that, that would be amazing. Let's go here up against Jeff Skinner and the Boston Bruins. It's 1-0. Devon Toews scores on UC Saros, not Tuukka Rask. Period number 2. All right, 1-1. Brad Marchand, the rat. Who let a rat in the building? But Taylor Hall, he snipes one on the power play just as the third period starts. That's a big goal right from the faceoff dot. I don't want to see a Jeff Skinner goal, but I would love to see a Casey Middlestat goal. There you go, baby. 3-1. Make it 4-1. Rasmus Dahlin, my favorite guy. I am officially a Rasmus Dahlin stan, and that's how this one is going to end. 4-1 against the Boston Bruins and Jeff Skinner. Let's continue with the simulation here. I would love to hit 55 wins as we lose to the Dallas Stars. Keep the wins going. 9-3 against Ovi and the Washington Capitals. Oh boy. We have 48 wins, looking for 49. There it is. There's 50. All right, 50 W's on the year. Up against the Penguins. Keep it going. 6-0. We're red hot, baby. 51, 19, and 4. Up against a couple of former pals. You may know them. Victor Olofsson and Sam Reinhart. Names that Buffalo Sabres fans couldn't believe that we traded away. But if you look at our team, it does make sense. Period number 1. It's 3-0. Hall, Eichel, Middlestat. Boom, boom, boom. Period number 2. Okay, a little bit crazy. Victor Olofsson gets 2. You traded who, he says? Victor Olofsson gets a couple. Risto and then Brian Rust. Okay, 4-3 here. We got a tight one. Looks like it was going to be a blowout in the first period, but they had the second period of a lifetime. Maybe Olofsson gets that hat trick. Uh-oh. xTech JINX. xTech JINX is in the building. 8 minutes left. Whoever's in net, UPL or Elvis, is shutting it down, and Dylan Cousins. Oh, poor Matt Murray. We always light him up like a Christmas tree. 5-3, and that's going to be one step closer to win number 55. We wipe the table here. We could have 59 wins. Obviously, it's going to be tight here, but we just beat the Capitals 9-3 a couple weeks ago, and we beat them 3-0. Okay, 53 wins. Do I hear 54 against Toronto? Good Canadian matchup? No. Okay, Philadelphia, New Jersey, got a little East Coast swing here before we ended off with Boston, and then a back-to-back against Tampa, and there goes our dream of setting a record for wins. The max we can get is 57. I don't think it's going to even come close. 18, 49, and 11. You should easily beat those guys. There you go. And we lose in a shootout. Rip the dream. Okay, so let's go here up against Tampa. A little home-and-home action to end off the year. Period number 1, and it's 1-0. Vitaly Kravtsov, first liner. Period number 2. Okay, 4-1. Stamkos, point. Stamkos, Josh Hosang. Okie dokie. If we want to be a contender in the playoffs, we're going to have to find a way to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh boy, that is a shit kicking in the second period, but Steven Stamkos makes it 5-1. Okay, let's get this thing over with. Kubalik and Casey Middlestat score. Alex Killorn gets one as well. They double us up 6-3. Might not even hit 55 wins. How many wins is that? 54. Oh my god. I said 55. I need 55. Come on. At home. Last game of the year. Let's do it. Let's get a big W here. Period number 1. 1-1. Tyler Pitlick and Casey Middlestat. He's been scoring a lot lately. Period number 2. 3-1. Stamkos gets 2. A guy's eating us alive. You absolutely hate to see it. Come on. Don't end with 54. Don't do it. No, no, no. 14 minutes left. Can we do it? Oh, Taylor Hall. He wants 55 wins. 29-33 other shots. Power play. Dominic Kubalik. Rasmus Dahlin. Someone on the power play. 5 minutes left. left. Come on. That's just the xTech jinx. That's all that is. Matthew Joseph. Oh, man. Taylor Hall. He scores with 17 seconds left. He wanted it, but unfortunately, it's just the xTech jinx. That's all it is, the xTech jinx. We end the year with 54 wins. Of course we do. Now, if we load up the Saber Stats, link in the description by my boy Trevor. He puts this all together. Absolute legend. 57 wins in our first year. 117 points. Got bounced in the second round. Don't want to talk about it. The second year, 53 wins. We had 113 points. We get bounced in the finals. Don't want to talk about that. And this year we have a 54 wins and 114 points. And who knows what's going to happen in the postseason? Who the hell knows? But I'm excited. I really think this is our year. I really do. Jack Eichel has 97 points. Who do we have in the first round? Come on, I don't care who it is. Okay, maybe I do. We have the Tampa Bay Lightning in round number 1. Oh boy. Okay, Tampa, take it easy, please. So Tampa, they are really good, but we have beaten them in the playoffs before. I'm going to pull up the Saber Stats once again here. In the first round, back-to-back years, we had Florida, and then in the second round, we had back-to-back years against Tampa. So we're very familiar with the state of Florida, but Tampa, it's always went the distance. 7 games last year and 6 games the year before, so I should expect no less in this game here against the Tampa Bay Lightning. So let's check out the yearly stats, all of that fun stuff. We didn't win the President's Trophy, but we were pretty damn close. We were 4 points behind Toronto, who ended up winning the whole entire thing. 58 wins. Damn, how you doing, Toronto? So let's go check out the stats here. Jack Eichel, 97 points on the year, followed by Taylor Hall with 86, 45 goals. You love to see 2 45-plus goal scorers on your first line. It's a beautiful thing. Casey Middlestat playing like he's worth the money. Another fantastic year. That is a career high, 86 points. There you go. You love to see it. Jake DeBrusk, 79 points as an 84. That's that +5 doing work for you. That's awesome. Attaboy, Jake DeBrusk. Dominic Kubalik, 34 Genos on the year. That's awesome. That's a big year from Dominic Kubalik. He's pretty much a guaranteed 70-point, 30-goal guy. Love me some Dominic Kubalik. Still at an 83 overall, which is kind of weird. Rasmus Dahlin, 68 points, the king. Dylan Cousins, 52, so he did pick it up a little bit. He had more points in his rookie year, so is this really considered a sophomore slump? It is only 2 points, but I was expecting a lot more from Dylan Cousins. Matthew Phillips, 50 points on his rookie year, and he ends the year without a penalty. This guy is so damn nice. This guy's walking old ladies across the streets, helping people with their groceries. The nicest guy in the world, Matthew Phillips, will always hold a door open for you. You never have to worry about that. 0 penalty minutes on the year. What a nice guy. Vitaly Kravtsov with 49. Can someone go back and check how many points these guys had in the last 20 games of the year? I'm interested to see. I forget. I could go back and look at it, but I'm way too busy recording a video. If you can go back and let me know how they did on the first line and the third line, I'd appreciate it. Isaac Lundstrom, not bad. Maxime Comtois, not bad. Sean Corrali, all these guys, not worried about it. Everyone's a plus, which is nice, except for Dylan Cousins, which was something that we talked about. He's a -2. He was a -8, I think, last time, so he did improve. Rookie skaters, obviously, the potential Calder Lady Bing Hart winner, Matthew Phillips. Got our rookie here, Ivan Habibulin, had a decent year. Again, he's a defensive defenseman, so any offense I'll gladly take. Not a bad year at all. Now, I want to check out the goaltenders here. So that's kind of what I wanted to happen. I wanted UPL to take over, and he did just that. His numbers weren't great. I mean, either were any goalie, but I do have the scoring set to high, so that's probably why. But 25-9 for Elvis, that's not bad at all. But you're probably going to see Elvis being moved next year, but I'd love to get him a Stanley Cup before we say goodbye to Elvis. That's for sure. All right, so Robin Lehner led the league in wins, and Connor Hellebuck had 12 overtime losses. That's weird. He played 75 games. Oh my God, give this guy a break. Now, are we going to have a Calder winner? Last time we checked, there was that guy from New York, and he was right on his tail. And let's have a look. Matthew Phillips finishes with 5 points more than any other rookie with a plus 24 with 0 penalty minutes. We have ourselves a Calder winner, baby. Oh, man, that's awesome. I can't believe that. This guy wasn't even on our radar. He just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Trying to look at rookie goalies here. I don't remember them being any crazy ones. Well, I mean, UPL could even win the Calder, really. Connor Ingram played 70 games. These guys are just riding their goalies. That's crazy. And then as for all skaters, is it Tyler Seguin? Oh, God, of course it is. 70 goals. I don't want to look at his stupid face. Mark Scheifele, 124 points. Not bad. Patrick Laine, 119. Damn, guys are putting up points this year. Thomas Hertl, 113 points. I would have never expected that. Jonathan Marchessault, 109. Okay, guys were putting up numbers. Svechnikov, Aho, Carlson, and again, of course, John Carlson, 103 points as a defenseman. Not bad at all. 70 goals for Tyler Seguin. God, I can't even look at his face. Here's how the playoff tree is looking. In the West, we got Chicago and the Blues. We got the Jets and the Stars. Ooh, we got Tyler Seguin versus Mark Scheifele, the 1 and 2 scorers. That's funny. We got McDavid and Erik Karlsson, and then Stone and Kopitar going at it. We got Philly, Carolina, Boston Capitals. Obviously, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning, and then Toronto, Montreal around number 1. That's awesome. So this video is going to be a short one here. Unfortunately, there just wasn't really a whole lot to do aside from end off the year, check out the trade deadline. Nothing crazy happened, so I decided not to make a move, and I think it was the right choice. Let's have a look at the draft class here. Again, I really haven't looked at scouting that much because I'm not expecting to make any moves in the top 5, and drafting really wasn't important. We have Caden Carter here. We have Derek Rabbit. What a name. We got Pedro. Vote for Pedro. Doesn't look like a super deep draft class, but Kirill Vasilev, he could be nasty. 17 years old, 6'4" already. Whew, he could be a beast. So yeah, short video here. Expect the playoffs in a couple days. This is our year. Let's get Jack Eichel a Stanley Cup ring. Year number 3. It's our time to shine. Let's go.